Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We're hopping back into Garden of Good and Evil on turn 92. I'm playing the nation MA-Ermor, and we are well into late game. What I will say is I've been working on the recordings and trying to get the quality better, as you know from the last couple episodes. I switched my recording software, and I think I finally have it figured out. I think I've got it dialed in. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the hopefully high quality audio coming from this recording. So anyway, we're gonna hop in with the nation Ermor. Let's take a quick look here. So we found a magic site. We found another pearl, which I always like these. And I stole one of the queen of air elementals. So I got Thula, right? This was the queen that I killed from Nazca. Right, so Nazca and I had a battle back here. By the way, also with this recording software, you can now see my mouse, which I think is a big upgrade. So anyway, we summoned her, which was a big deal. We also had a battle in Bandarlog, which did not go so well. Let's take a quick look. So he sent this annoying Tartarian, which if we look at his stats real quick, he's got 32 protection, plus temper flesh, so he's really hard to hurt. And then regeneration, 10% is a lot when you have 183 HP. He's got crap stats though, in terms of attack and defense. But anyway, he's also got Flesh Eater, so he went Berserk. And that will mean he will outlast my guys and win in the case that turns expire, most likely. So anyway, you can see he just chews through all my little troops. Let's go around. I'm not going to do the little go through the turn events. I'm going to instead click on it. So we had a battle here. And there's just a little scout here that got caught. We had a battle versus a Wraith Lord, which I was not expecting to be here. And you can see he's running in. And he kills a bunch of my troops, and my Sacreds aren't really even there. I think my Sacreds probably would have killed him. But then he kills my Lictor, who runs into battle before my Sacreds got there. So that was unfortunate. You'll see there are two battles here. So this first battle, he teleported in, this Tartarian. Alright, we already watched this. Right, so he's Air 2. The second battle, he does not fight simple crappy troops. He fights a bunch of Lictors, and a lot of these Lictors now are high attack. Let me see if I can find some of them that are. These ones are. So these ones got Unholy Power, which means they should make pretty short work of him. Right, and I don't think he's going to get off his full buff routine due to those wisps. So let's see if he got Temper Flesh. And no, he did. He got all his buffs off. But you can see he's just taking a phenomenal amount of damage. That's probably like 60 damage. Yeah. That was not quite 60. Yeah. So that's a lot. So he's killing a few of these guys, but not many, because he's got one turn left. He's about to die. Yeah. Okay. So we killed his super combatant. The way to think about these is he casts Summon Tartarian, which is it's a Conjuration 9 spell, and where are we here? Tartarian Gate, right? So it only costs 10 gems, and you get one of these dudes who's really good. You have to wait, or he had to wait in with Gift of Health up for this guy to be ready. Get all his afflictions gone, but then he has to either cast Gift of Reason, right, which is 20 nature gems, or he has to cast where do we have it? Divine Name, right, which is 25 pearls. So these guys they're not super cheap. They're at least kind of 30 gems when you look at it all added up, plus all the gear. So I don't know, it's about 40-50 gems. So killing him is good. Now Ryla has a huge income, so he can definitely crank these out, but that's kind of what's going on. I believe we also had a battle here in the fort. So he had an army here. This army had killed off a few of my chaff armies I sent in. Hopefully I was trying to take the fort. It didn't look very tough with just chaff. And yeah, I'm gonna take it now with some sacreds. And they're gonna charge in and make all kinds of trouble. We put marble warriors on some of them too. Don't know if that was necessary. It may have been better just to charge in, but instead I did a buffing of unholy power and marble warriors. Not sure here if that was a good idea, because I'm going to catch more banishment spam doing that. And I don't know if the physical damage was really that bad. Yeah. So I definitely going to take some casualties here. But this was a ton of mages. I think this is like at least 10. I think it was more like 20 mages. So this represents a significant portion of Ryla's magery. And unlike Ryla, did I say Ryla? I meant Asphodel's magery. Unlike Ryla, Asphodel has very limited mage support. He's got low income. Yeah, so there we go. Was very effective. We're continuing to expand up here. We had some battles versus Asphodel. I'm not gonna. I'll just show you the army. This one was kind of worth watching. So he's got a little mage support. Oh, look at this. My little horseman almost made it to the back and sniped their commander. But you can see my troops just really outclass his. And the mage is doing, both mages are doing pretty heavy work, but they're just, they're about to rout. I outnumbered them. And he's going to take, even in terms of the net losses, he's going to take more losses than I will, even with the mage support. So we'll actually check out the final battle report there. That was this one, Skull Point. So I lost 100, he lost 177. But yeah. So we're gonna it's nice. I have a good use to put to my shitty chaff troops. So we're gonna continue charging these in. We also killed the dudes down here, which is very nice. Right. So there we go. We finally got him. We got him, boss. Yeah, we're gonna charge in here. This, however, was not successful. I've been trying to kill this little squad, so I thought, okay, yeah, let's a couple mages. I'll send in some elite troops. They'll do their thing. So these guys kind of get all banished up, and then the idea is these guys charge in. But unfortunately, there's a lot of banish artillery, and the skelly spam definitely holds up my troops long enough for the banishment to do its work. So there we go, ineffective. What I'm gonna do now, I think, no. For a while, oh yeah, so I'm just gonna send in my Earth dude, and he'll summon Earth Elementals, and we'll kill him that way. Because that way, it'll run over the skelly spam, and the banishment's not gonna hurt. Turns out, I'll cut ahead to the next episode in a minute, but that's not gonna work so well. We got this army sitting here. I'm gonna be sending in a full force to attack him. Right, so we're gonna have a big battle. This is a lot of troops. And I'm saying, let's do it. Leroy Jenkins. The good thing about moving here is if he attacks one of these forts, I'm gonna be pretty well set up. If he attacks this fort, excuse me. If he attacks this fort, I'm gonna be positioned, ready to counter and jump back on top of him. And we're also gonna be moving in a sizable squad here, in case somebody decides they're gonna attack me. Nazca's liked to raid, so we're going to put up an anti-raiding trap here. Hopefully that works. I think that's about it. We have Arcane Nexus up, so I'm going to be casting King of Banefires. Oh. Where did I kill her? And I also, Queen of Air Elementals, to get one that I killed this past turn. Where was she? I think that might have been one turn ago. Anyway, I killed another Queen of Air Elementals, so I'm going to summon her, hopefully before the enemy does. But otherwise, I'm trying not to spend gems. I want to get these spent, so I'm going to essentially send gems to Ryla with Arcane Nexus up, because I do want to win these. And actually, it's going to save gems, because I'll send half of them to him, but most likely he'll spend it, at least some of those gems, trying to cast Fairy Queen. I mean, not Fairy Queen, Queen of Air Elementals. So I'll send him 25, but he'll waste 50. However, if I didn't cast this, he would spend 50 anyway eventually and get it. So I think it's still a good deal. He's probably also going to try to resummon the Banefire Elemental, so I'm going to put those up. Hopefully that works. And I think that's it for this turn. We're going to go ahead and cut to turn 93. And as you can see, I'm on turn 95 right now. Okay, so we have a message from Scalaria. Scalaria says, I've made a bit of progress. I'm sieging one of his border forts right now. However, I've done nothing major. That said, there's probably going to be a really big battle this turn, and if I can win that, I'll start launching some larger assaults into his northern territories. So I asked for a status update. And then he says, so this is Nazca now. We had talked about putting Gift of Health up, and he says, you should find our rival creatures are now more fragile and heal more slowly from their crippling injuries. The Gift of Health has been claimed by the people of Nazca as arranged. So that's really good for him. One thing means I might be able to put up Burden of Time and not piss him off too much since he has Gift of Health up, which would be good. But I'm not sure I will. There's a lot of contention for global spots. And I'm also, I'll show you the messages I'm sending. So I'm sending a message. I'm kind of coming out of character. The role-playing is just not really working right now, so because it's hard to be the evil overlord and also adequately scheme with your neighbors in a collaborative manner. So Arcane Nexus is going to give him so many gems. For example, casting Gift of Health with it up gave him half the gems to in turn overcast you. Fighting for the global slots against Arcane Nexus is impossible. You'll lose Gift of Health to him in a couple turns. We need to take it down. I will not cast anything until we take it down, since it's equivalent to send gems to Ryla. I did cast a bunch of spells last turn and probably sent him 100 gems. Dumb of me. Anyways, I won't cast anything until we get the spell up. Hopefully before he overcasts Gift of Health. This 100 gems was in reference to the Queen of Air Elemental and King of Banefire that I summoned last turn. I also cast a few more spells. I spent some death gems too. So I also say I have 50 pearls, 60 next turn. I can alchemize to 80 or 90. We'll need a minimum of 130 to dispel Arcane Nexus. I don't want to fail the dispel and give Ryla 50 pearls. Which actually isn't true. You don't give them any pearls. Arcane Nexus does not collect pearls or blood slaves. I'll do the heavy lifting on the gems for dispel. Can you kick in 30 plus? Ideally, I'd like to dispel with 160. And then also in other news, if you try to expand against Ryla underwater, use Shark Attack. Because I see he has a, where is he? Oh, I thought I saw a Sea Troll. One of the troll, the Sea King, here he is. Yeah, the Sea King, so he has good water access, so he can actually use Ryla's chaff units kind of against him and put up Shark Attack on his own, which is something I could potentially do too. I think I actually have the research for it. I don't know if it would be as good for me as it is for him. Yeah, I could put it up for sure. I might do it. I actually should do it the next time I attack. I'll need to get a Naiad. So that is that. Let's go through the other events this turn. So we had a battle here. This is actually a huge battle. You can see I won just because we clicked on it, but this is probably one of the biggest battles we've had so far. You can see he's got a huge army. This is probably about 50, probably around 50 Star Children. And then he's got quite a few of these nasties. Right, and he's got the solar ray spam going on, pretty strong. Right? What else does he have? He's got this guy, Father Ill Earth, who's going to drop some nasty stuff. So we'll speed it up here. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. So Mist Form got dropped. I put down Foul Vapors and Rigor Mortis, right? But he also put Relief up. Relief helps against Rigor Mortis. He also just cast, I believe that was Master and Slave. Let's check. Yeah, so you can see he got a couple of my troops, but not many. But there's a chance I could lose one of my commanders every time he does that. It's a pretty low chance, but it's a very real chance. One of the mistakes I made was I put this dude up in front, and this is also the dude that casts Rigor Mortis, which is really key to my strategy. So if he died, which is highly likely with this solar ray spam, like he's at -1 right now, then that would put a big damper on my strategy. See my Knights charge in. That's going to take some of the heat off my Mount Fiend now. And that's working. You can see Foul Vapors is starting to kind of go. Get some of these dudes. Foul Vapors, however, is not popping Fog Warriors, which I'm not sure I knew, but I'm not sure I was expecting it either. I really did it to, in really long battles, kill his mages. I don't really think it's that effective. They don't even have poison resistance, but the regeneration does make a big deal. It kind of counters it. Yeah, and the way poison works is every turn you get damaged by poison. Let's say you take 10 poison damage. That turn, you'll take 10% of the poison damage, and then it will reduce your poison damage balance to like 9. And the next turn you would still take 1 because it rounds up. You divide by 10 and round up. So if you get hit with Foul Vapors a few times and you get up to like 20 damage, then you'll start taking 2 instead of 1 damage a turn. But the chances of that, like this dude took 2 damage a turn because he's been hit by Foul Vapors a couple times. But even then, it's still equalizing out with regeneration. So really, they'd have to be hit with it 3 times. So it's not very effective. I'm not even sure it's worth casting. But now you can see Rigor Mortis is set in. So a lot of these guys are fatigued up, and they're going to be fatigued up for the rest of battle. Like this dude right here is 102 fatigue. And I'm quite sure that even though he has relief up next turn... Oh, no, so he indeed did come down. But these guys are now getting a spell out probably once every 5 turns instead of every turn now. And his troops, while they're kind of durable... Yeah, you can see he almost put nothing down. So his troops, while they're durable, there's really no firepower behind them. And that is really due to Rigor Mortis. So like 2 spells that turn, almost nothing. Or 3 maybe. Alright, these guys are all fatigued up. And he's got about... I'm going to skip through it a little bit. So his line's gone. He's routed. And now some of his guys will run off, but a lot of them can't. Like this lady here should be able to run off. You can see she's turning to run, but there's nowhere for her to run to. So now everybody's closing in. They're attacking her. They haven't popped Mist Form on her. If they pop Mist Form, they probably would kill her. Her fatigue is quite low now. It's only 77. 72. Still haven't popped Mist Form. Alright, she's got a lot of protection. But these guys should be able to pop it. So I got kind of unlucky. They cleared out and then, yeah, she's going to survive. But I got most all of his Star Children. And I'm going to get him too, I think. There we go. So that was a huge win for me. Let's look at the battle. So I lost the Censor. I lost half, with not many, 13 Knights, which is almost nothing. I lost 20 Lictors, which is something, but not a lot. That's like 1 turn of Lictors. Or maybe 2. 1.5. And then I lost a not meaningful amount of chaff. Meanwhile, he lost 37 of his Star Children. He lost all of his troops. And he lost 2 of his Star Spawn, which were his good capital-only Star Spawn. These are not the crappy Star Spawn. Yeah. So that was pretty good. He lost a Mage of Spring. He lost a few other kind of generic mages. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, can't complain. So, that was a big deal. Had a battle here. I think this was just taking it back. Yeah, there's nothing there. We took this back. I'm not going to show that. That was a little chaff army. Up here you can see we killed the this dude, the Wraith Lord. But this dude's immortal, right? So I killed him in his own dominion. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, the province at least. So you can see he's going to make super short work of these guys. Yeah, I don't even think I lost one, right? Let's check that real quick. Did I lose one? No, I didn't even lose a lictor, right? So that was a pretty small force. Easy to take care of that dude. These Wraith Lords actually... what is he scripting? Soul Vortex, which is good, but not against undead, right? Really all it does is hurt him versus me. Because he's not going to fight living units, right? And then invulnerability, which is good. My weapons are mundane. I think, yeah. But he's pretty high fatigue. Really, he should have skipped the Soul Vortex. And these guys really, you know, they're immortal, so the way he's using them is just kind of a throwaway guy. You wouldn't want to put any gear on him, but they really do benefit from gear. I guess you could argue that total protection versus mundane attacks 32. And I think my things are mundane, even though they have death weapons. But yeah, maybe the best thing would have just not been Soul Vortexing, I think. Yeah. They're ethereal, which is good. I'm actually kind of surprised I killed him that easily. If you're fighting other I don't like using these guys as throwaway units, where you use immortal and don't gear them. So I don't know. I like putting better weapons on them and better gear, and they were, you know, like a marble armor is really good on them. So anyway, we had a battle here. I had a failed battle here. I attacked him with a squad of little dudes, which is pretty sizable chaff army. I was like, okay, we'll get him. But you can see Ryla's just so good at dealing with my chaff, right? I mean, yeah. These guys are just going to wreck him. There we go. They're all dead. So, got totally murdered. Asphodel's making a move forward. He's like, okay, we're going to fight here. So... and yeah, he's going to win. So, what I'm doing now is I'm making a few things. I'm assuming that both these provinces are going to be attacked. I'm assuming Asphodel's probably going to coordinate with Ryla and attack here. And I'm assuming Ryla is going to bring both these armies and attack here. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing in a fair amount, but not a huge amount of sacreds, right? Like 25 sacreds. Because this isn't a big army Ryla has. And I'm hoping these 25 sacreds can, plus enough chaff, can do some work. The other thing I'm doing, hopefully I'm doing, is I did put Rigor Mortis up. And it will be able to cast it. So hopefully that would be effective. It's not going to help versus Asphodel if Asphodel attacks me here, but it'll definitely help against Ryla. So we're going to put that up, see how it goes. But that's going to be big news for this turn. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So we're also moving here. I'm hoping... oh no, these guys are going to hang tight. And I'm hoping that I get attacked here. Maybe next turn. I don't know. Eventually I'm going to use this as bait. Right now I'm doing a temple raid. The other thing I'm doing is I'm trying to get this guy with the stone idol over here to Bandarlog. I'm also building, I believe if we check, probably building a stone idol this turn. Where are we? Wait, where did I put that dude? Maybe he's over here. Where did I put my main dude? Oh yeah, this dude. So he's making a stone idol. And the reason is I want to keep my dominion out of Bandarlog. So I'm going to put one, maybe two stone idols in here, which will keep my dominion out. Because it's such a high... once I get the unrest down, it'll be 300 income. Which is huge for me. So I want to keep this. And meanwhile, I want to just turn... eventually I'm going to kill everybody in the province, but I want to ghoulify as many as I can without my dominion up. and I want to leech this income for as long as I can. So a combination of patrolling and ghoulifying and stone idols is going to be the best way to handle ultra high income provinces. Meanwhile, I would like to move these guys into Bandar Log to ghoulify it. However, actually getting the population here transformed into ghouls is a higher priority, because this province will become my dominion very, very quickly. So better to go ahead and pull the population out. So I'm going to do that and then be transferring the units back to Bandar Log very quickly. If you look at it right now, I've got 60 units in here. I'm moving some more, I believe. Yeah, you can see I'm moving some more ghouls from other forts in here. But very quickly, Bandar Log's going to have so many ghouls in it that it's really going to be untakeable. Really within like 1 or 2 turns. I got a lot of ghouls in here too, but we'll be getting more. I'm also trying to move ghouls from back here. I want to keep enough ghouls where if they send a small raiding force, I don't really have to worry about it. So I'll keep like 100 ghouls in all my forts, but I'm going to start moving... like here I've got 280, right? And it's a throne, so I'm going to keep maybe a little more. Maybe I'll keep 150. But I'm going to start moving ghouls to my frontline forts. That way they can't take them. So that is the plan. But this was a really big battle, right? Because this killed a huge wave of mages. He's got a second army here, which I'd like to kill. But a couple battles like this, and it will start opening me up to potentially attack this fort again. So thanks everyone for watching. Game is definitely very interesting. And I will catch you guys next turn.